The EIP has been a huge positive for the area. It's great to have that extra little bit of an income and protect the archaeology at the same time. So I think it's a win-win for the farmer and for the archaeological sites that it is in Rathcroghan.
The local community recognised that there was a need to manage the archaeological, the farming, the cultural and heritage aspect of this very important, significant area in County Roscommon. It is characterised by the central mound of Rathcroghan, which is just outside the road in Tulsk. This is a vast archaeological area of 240 archaeological features, 70 of which are national monuments, which are protected by the state under legislation and statutory requirements. And it is a landscape that is very rich in history and heritage and mythological. It is three pillars of it really. You have the archaeology itself, which is going back thousands of years. You have a farming tradition which has existed for as long as that and is an equal pillar. And the third pillar really is the cultural heritage. We all know about Queen Maeve and the Thornbow Cúilnge. This is where it all started. This is a landscape that is in the folklore and is in the history of the county. So back in 2019, the farming Rathcroghan was granted 984,000 for over a 5-year period to support the farming in the area. Now, farming Rathcroghan we manage 75% of the core area of the archaeological area around here, and we have currently over 40 farmers in the scheme. We started off with 8, that has gone up to 30 full-time farmers and 12 trainee farmers. So all of these farmers we engage with and consult with on an annual basis, and we do 2 visits per year to each of the farms. We identify a number of actions that need to be undertaken as part of protecting the landscape, protecting the monuments and supporting the farmers in their needs. Now, we have developed a huge range of farming products as well at the moment to support that. In the project office here, we have developed scratching posts, resting frames, bespoke fencing. We protect the water areas. We repair certain monuments at particular times. We engage in specific trialling works at certain sites, which we did this year at Rathcroghan, the sites as well. And we encourage the farmers to engage in a farmer training program. So this year alone we would have run farmer training for dry stone wall, hedge laying, environmental friendly farming, and we'll be doing more of this as part of the Heritage Week this year as well. And we also have introduced the Rathcroghan gates, which people might know, the old traditional farm gates, the wrought iron gates. So these are bespoke Rathcroghan gates, similarly of the same design, but with the little bulls on them as well. Now these are proving very popular. The idea of those is we want to introduce that back into the landscape as part of a built heritage nature, and to give it a sense of pride of place and to recognise the area as very specific, so that when you come through Tulsk and you come into this area, you will know, and we will shortly have signs erected which will state that you are now entering the farming Rathcroghan landscape.
The type of farming we're doing here, I suppose we're finishing cattle maybe 750 to 800 kilos plus live weight, so I suppose poaching would be one of the problems we'd have on the land. So I suppose the scheme helped, different type of management in that, from that point of view, where we feed cattle and that. We've also, other work we've done is some of the national monuments we have on the land. We've put resting frames on it. We've a lot of restrictions here for farming because of the archaeology, and I suppose they were seen as probably a negative, but now with the EIP, the archaeology now is a positive, because the people are getting paid now for mining the archaeology and the landscape. It's not just about the physical archaeology that you can see in Rathcroghan. There's a lot of archaeology that's underground, maybe that you can only see from aerial pictures or geophysics or things like that. So it's a landscape-based EIP as well, really.
One of the big issues was trying to change that mindset around the whole idea of the archaeology should not be viewed as a negative. So I think we've changed that substantially, in that the farmers see it as something that they are happy to be involved in, as long as there's a structure there. We have a very sound governance in the scheme, it is really a partnership approach. And we have a number of representative stakeholders on the operational group, which include the National Monument Service, 2 representatives from the University of Galway for the academic expertise and knowledge. We have representatives from Anchagast. We have representatives from the Heritage Office. And we have representatives from the Rathcroghan Visitor Centre as well, because the project is very much a sister project. We are also developing new partnership strands over the next couple of years as well, which will see us partner with the Roscommon Leader Partnership under their Climate Actions Programme and Erasmus Programme. I'm looking forward to working with them. We'll be also working closely with the Fáilte Ireland for the Rathcroghan Place Partnership project, and we hope to be working much more closely with the Roscommon County Council under their climate action strategy, because we feel that the project is well positioned to deliver aspects of the climate agenda for the county as well. And it's a locally led approach. It's important to remember that this wasn't something that was just foisted down on top of these people by government or anything. This was something that was locally led by the people themselves, with a proper engagement and consultation, and they now see it as something that they're concerned about for the future as well. We also work extremely closely with the Rathcroghan Visitor Centre. We're a sister project as well, so we're kind of the one, but with 2 separate little arms. Now the Rathcroghan are introducing an important innovation in terms of they got almost €500,000 to introduce a waymark loop walk. Now this is a game changer in terms of how the future of this area will be managed, which for the first time you will have a structured loop walk system within the farming landscape. I suppose the key message we want to get out here as part of the Farming Rathcroghan project and as part of the Rathcroghan Visitor Centre is that this is about preserving the past and protecting the future. That's our motto really at the moment. The fact is that we're acutely conscious of the archaeological, the history and the heritage of it as well. But allied to that, we are also conscious of the fact of how we protect the landscape going into the future and how we manage the landscape given the pressures that are on agriculture at the moment, and to keep that relationship and to protect the environment as part of it, and to constantly look at the climate agenda as well, which we can't ignore, which was going to dominate conversations around agriculture and farming and all the rest of it. So I think the project is very well positioned to kind of adapt to any recommendations that come down the front. Important to remember that the project is constantly evolving. It's never complete, because it can never be complete, because the project needs to get regenerated and renewed if at all possible, and it's an evolving process, and the farmers need to be supported with the work that they are doing. The farmers are the custodians and have been for generations in this part of the world, and so it's important that we acknowledge the dedication and commitment and support that they have given to the project, and in my view they are the real heroes of this project.